Hello and welcome to probably the most important slide or videos of the whole program. The pros and cons of understanding ChatGPT is strength, weaknesses, and then also going into best practices. This is a level of awareness that you need to keep in mind as you play with ChatGPT or any other AI tool that you come across. So yeah, come across the strengths. We can automate routine tasks. We can easily generate ideas. We can automate and have ChatGPT powered chatbots, and we can get a personalized experience where we get answers that are personalized. They're contextually specific, and they answer what we're looking for better than a Google search. Yes, these are all strengths, but we want to be aware of the weaknesses, and the weaknesses are dependence risk. I started using ChatGPT more and more and more, and then I'm starting to use it less and less and less. I'm starting to use it only for key parts of things that would take me large amount of hours to do. This is saving me a huge amount of time. And so but I'm trying to not be fully dependent on it because I still want to, probably the most best investment I've ever or highly recommend anyone during this whole AI thing is investing in critical thinking. It's probably the best defense that you have as things change. And so you don't want to be dependent on these AI tools fully. They are not perfect. ChatGPT is very sophisticated, but it makes errors. It's called hallucinating. It puts in answers that would likely be there, but are not factually true in a sense. So we want to make sure that you validate and not depend on any answer. It's not like, I mean, Wikipedia is it's already biased in and of itself, but to let ChatGPT, which is even more biased, give you answers and depend on that as your sole source of information is dangerous. I'm saying incredibly dangerous. You want to have independent journalism. You want to have independent news sources. You want to practice critical thinking. You want to have a skeptic mind. You want to question everything that you see on the internet, especially because everything you're mostly interacting with is bots, as most of the internet traffic. This is not to alarm you, but again, this is a level of awareness that you need to have when interacting with these tools. Let's talk about best practices. We want to protect your personal information. Don't put it's going to happen eventually. I already did it, but it's going to slip. You're going to eventually start putting in personal details about yourself. As an awareness, just be wary of like how Facebook has access to knows more about you and your personal information than anything else. So that level now is with Microsoft and with ChatGPT. So that's why companies are not using it or are restricting it or is restricting its use in their business because employees are putting intellectual property information into it, and that information is going right to Microsoft, or even where, yeah, if you're using Bing AI or any of that. So you want to be wary of not putting intellectual information in there. Also, especially when it comes to legal and health advice, ChatGPT is not to be fully dependent on 400% legal or health advice. Man, I kind of wish Sam, the OpenAI, put a lot of this disclaimer up. But you have to be you have to be proactive in your own safety online. You always want to validate and verify all information. I still Google search it. I don't use, like, if I want to find information, I still go to Google. I have other news sources. I still try and dig deep to try and verify the information that I'm getting is as accurate and best and useful. ChatGPT is very summarized, high level information so that you won't get depth unless you inquire, and then you don't know the sources that ChatGPT is providing you with. And so that's something just to keep in mind. You want to understand these limitations as you use it because the tool is not foolproof. You want to always use your own judgment when using the tool. Maintain ethical use, ensuring these tools, because these are very dangerous tools. They're being used for malicious things, such as creating bots or creating misinformation or creating avatars online to spread disinformation online or to. So that is just something to be aware of. over here, last slide. So we want you to stay up to date. I know the AI is advancing every week, every hour. There's a new tool or app, but if you stay with our community and participate with our community, then we will keep you up to date with all the news, with not just what's going on with AI, but also training so that you could get the skills, so that you can outshine AI. That's our mission statement. Is we want to empower humans with the skills and knowledge to outshine AI. We don't want to be replaced by AI. And so we want to practice responsible sharing, be transparent if you're using AI. I used ChatGPT to help me write this course. It saved me a lot of time, but I fact checked a lot. Not to say fact check, but I reviewed all the information, queried it to make sure it fits within my curriculum, within my specific goal to take a beginner and give them within an hour the skills and knowledge they need to become very dangerous with AI tools such as ChatGPT. Um, and so we want to just remember to speak practice responsible use of these AI models. If you remember, if you forget anything from the slide, the most important thing that you could do is continue to invest in your education. That is probably the number one defense and probably the best thing that you could do to continue to stay up to date with what's going on. And as this world changes, now that AI is not going away, it's going to be integrated into everything in society. That's both a good and bad thing. But I see the good in it, and so that's why I want to train people on it so that they could do things that they couldn't do previously. So to empower them to accomplish more. Thank you so much. I know this was alongside, but it's very important. Just be aware of the dangers and what this tool is and how you use it in your professional or personal life. And thank you. I'll see you in the next lesson.